Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Benny, aka Santa Benny. Now, Christmas is over, but I am not done giving you guys gifts. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a complete Mortarbait matchup guide. Okay, so if there's any matchups you want to see, whether it's Graveyard, Royal Giant, Lava Hound, freaking Goblin Giant, whatever you want to see, it's going to be in this video. Just check the timestamps below. I'll have a timestamp for every single one so you guys can go through and look for specific matchups that you guys want to watch. They're all from top ladder, so you can be comfortable that the person I'm playing against is not terrible, and my matchup is going to be good, so you can really see how to play these decks. Thank you so much for watching, though, guys. If you do enjoy, please subscribe, and without further ado, let's get right into it. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. We're up against Graveyard by the looks of it. Now, the first tip I'm going to give you guys when you're playing against Graveyard and you're using Mortarbait is you kind of have to find your rhythm, okay? So you'll find that when you're playing against Graveyard, they have a bit of trouble defending once you kind of find your rhythm for bridge spamming. But until then, they kind of clap you a little bit, or not clap, but they can defend really well. But once you find your rhythm, it's really hard for them to defend because your pushes become a little bit more complicated, and that's the biggest tip. So he's going to play the Knight here. I'm going to play my Knight and keep my Mortar alive because I don't think he has a ton of Elixir. Let's go maybe for the Skeleton Barrel to back this up. Because he played the Infernal Dragon, I'm just going to play my Spear Goblins here and kind of let that Mortar go. He goes for the the Barbarian Burial, sorry. So I'm just going to keep my Mortar alive, and then I'm going to leave it here. Now, honestly, keeping your Mortar alive, it's super important, but don't overcommit to keeping your Mortar alive because you know, when you're up against Graveyard, having an Elixir disadvantage is a very, very bad thing. I think he's still down on Elixir because he had to play that Tombstone like that, so I'm going to go for my EvoMortar. He has to play the Ice Wizard. That's going to get absolutely shredded by my EvoMortar, but he does have the Evo Knight in time, so I'm just going to have to defend and play my Knight here. He's probably going to play an Infernal Dragon. I don't think I'm going to be able to, yeah. Oh, okay, we catch it in time. That's awesome. Okay, so this guy is now in trouble. We have our Goblin Gang ready in case he bar barrels. Oh my goodness, I can't believe why would the Inferno Dragon just do that? That's so messed up. Okay, well, we get some really good damage out of this. Let's just play the Goblin Gang in case he has freeze or something. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel again. And you guys are going to kind of see here, like, I think I found my rhythm. I'm doing pretty good here. So, you know, like, this guy's always playing catch up, and so this is awesome that we're getting an example of finding your rhythm in the matchups. Okay, so you know, this guy's kind of stuck playing defense, which is really nice. Let's play our Spear Goblins here to defend this Knight. Our Little Prince will do some damage. I'm gonna cycle my Goblin Gang in the back because I know he has his Barbarian Barrel ready. Let's go for the Mortar. His Barbarian Barrel is probably gonna come out here soon. Yeah, there it is. Let's back this up with my Little Prince. I'm gonna try to spread it all out just because he has the poison. Okay, let's just wait. Let's log for some chip damage and then play the Spear Goblins just to distract the Infernal Dragon. Ice Wizard, oh my goodness, okay, I messed up that play. Ice Wizard is on my Skeleton Barrel. That's okay. EvoMortar is now firing. We'll take out that Ice Wizard. He goes for the Barb Barrel. See, big mistake by this guy. And now everything's stacking up, and this is the thing with Graveyard. Your Fireball can do so much damage. It's honestly so nice. You can really punish people using your Fireball. We'll log that Tombstone just to kind of get it down quicker. Our Little Prince is now at the bridge spamming, which is amazing, and this is another example of finding your rhythm, okay? Because the Little Prince is just standing at the bridge, getting so much value, and that's the power of Mortarbait. I don't know why that Tornado didn't just distract my Little Prince. We're going to be on the tower, though. We're going to get some really good damage, and that's a lock on tower. That should be game. I don't think he's going to be able to take us out in time. I don't think. We'll get one shot. Hopefully we get another one. Skeleton Barrel did connect with the tower. If we can get one more shot, then we'll be sitting pretty nice. Now, I'm not going to Fireball cycle this guy, I don't think, because Graveyard is so good at punishing you if you overcommit to anything. So I'm just going to log and do that to start cycling. There's no point in Fireball cycling because especially if they have freeze or something, you can get absolutely just destroyed. So I'll just go for a Mortar again. I do feel like we're playing this perfectly, though. I feel like this is a perfect example of how to beat Graveyard. We'll go for the Skeleton Barrel. If we get some death damage, then we'll Fireball. That should be game, I think. Hopefully we get something. Maybe the Mortar will give us something. Let's. We got our EvoMortar, so we can do that. I'm just going to log again. And I think that should be enough damage. He's going to go for the Graveyard, but I think our Fireball, sorry, will be able to take that out. Yeah, he's not getting anything. Good game. Alright, we're up against Knight. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel here right off the start. Nothing too crazy. He's going to split bats in the back. He's running Evil Bats. Good sign that we are up against Mega Knight. He's going to take a bit of damage. I think I'm going to use my Goblin Gang to defend the Skeleton Barrel. I could have Fireballed, but I think I'm going to hold on to my Fireball for now. get a bit of chip damage going the other way, perhaps. I think I'm going to let that go. Actually, no, let's play our little prince here, because we do have knight in rotation. Okay, if he goes for bats, he's probably going to go for a Mega Knight on my little prince here, so I'm going to just wait. Yeah, he's definitely going to Mega Knight, and then he's probably going to play bats, so let's just wait here. There's the Mega Knight. I'm going to play my Skeleton Barrel now to distract the Inferno Dragon. Then I'm going to play my Knight right here, and then if he zaps those skeletons, I'm actually going to Fireball all of this. Let's play our Goblin Gang right here. He's going to go for a Goblin Gang. I can just log. We'll take a bit of damage. He actually played that really well, but that's okay. Now that we know what he's running. Dang, he's going to play a Skeleton Barrel. I'm going to have to play a High Mortar to kind of pull that. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to have to play our Spear Goblins here, please. Holy, okay. This guy is pressuring. Okay, he's up probably by like 2-ish elixir if I had to guess. Okay. Let me think. Okay, he's going to be really aggressive. I think the key here is going to be keeping our little prince alive. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel to be aggressive. And then I'll start my little prince in the back here. Okay, he's going to play his evil bats on this. I can already tell. So I'm going to have to Fireball those evil bats, I think. Let's play our Knight here, and then let's play our Goblin Gang right here. Let's Fireball this. Let's use our little prince ability just to tank that Mega Knight. Now let's go for the EvoMortar as a counter push. Let's play our Skeleton Barrel as well. Let's keep the momentum going. Okay, we're not going to log this because that's definitely what he wants us to do. Let's play our little prince here. We'll play a Goblin Gang, and then let's play our Knight up high. I'm just going to log all of this. Then let's go for the Mortar again. Let's play a Skeleton Barrel. Let's use our Little Prince ability here. Okay, let's play our Spear Goblins to help out with all of this. Let's wait for that Mega Knight to jump. Then we'll play our stuff. And let's go for another Mortar here. He's definitely going to Mega Knight again. Let's play our Little Prince to help out. Play Spear Goblins here. Let's use our Little Prince ability for the Miner. Then we're going to have to Fireball all of this. We might take a bit of damage, but that's okay. We can just use the Knight to keep all of this alive. We're going to have to log, actually. The good thing is he doesn't have like any direct spell damage. Let's go for the EvoMortar. Let's play our Spear Goblins here. Come on, if we can get one shot off, we're good. Oh my god, we got the one shot. Holy, that was a close one. Good game. Holy smokes. Master King. Let's go for the Mortar right here off the start. Just kind of see what happens with that. He's going to play a Knight, so no limit to what we're playing against. I think I'm not going to play my Little Prince. I think I'm going to play my Spear Goblins to help out with this. He's got E-Wiz, a little bit interesting. I'm not actually too sure what this could be. Let's play our Little Prince in the back here to help out with that E-Wiz. Let's play Skeleton Barrel to kind of bait out whatever he's playing. There's a mini P.E.K.K.A. So this guy's running Goblin Giant, which is so sad. We are about to get absolutely punished here. Hopefully he can't get it down in time. Okay, good. He has to use the Knight to tank. Honestly, that was a big mistake by him because he could have punished us with a Goblin Giant there if he would have just waited, I think. We'll go for the Mortar. He's gonna have to play something. Okay, yeah, there's his E-Wiz. I'm not gonna back this up anymore. I don't think we have any elixir advantage or anything. We can just play Spear Goblins to kind of help out with this. And then let's go for another Skeleton Barrel. We have our Little Prince in rotation this time, so we can kind of use that to help out. Now, one of the things when you're defending against Goblin Giants is try to get your Knight in front so that the Spear Goblins lock onto your Knight and not your Little Prince, because that'll help you kind of defend better. He's going to go for a really aggressive Fireball. He's going to be low on elixir. We could go for an EvoMortar, but I don't think it's the right call yet. Now I'm going to, and then if he plays the mini P.E.K.K.A. or anything, then what I can do is I can use the spear goblins or my goblin gang to keep it alive. And I think he's gonna have trouble to kind of mess with that. So let's play our goblin gang here. There's the rage, so now we'll just play our spear goblins right here. And we get some good damage out of that. Now we kind of have to slow it down. We have the damage lead. There's no point in taking any crazy risks. He says good luck. I'm going to mute you so that you don't get in my head. I don't want you living in my head rent free. He's going to go for the Sparky in the back. I'm going to play a Little Prince, and then I'm going to go for a defensive mortar on the opposite side of where he's going. Let's play our Goblin Gang here and kind of get a little bit aggressive. He's going to go for the Evo Knight on the other side. I'm going to let that Sparky take my Little Prince down because I want it to die. Let's fireball this. And then we got our Little Prince here. Let's play our Goblin Gang to the side here. Let's use our Little Prince ability. Come on. He's going to get some damage. Wow, okay. That's pretty crazy. Okay, I'm not going to mortar here. I'm just going to go for a Skeleton Barrel. He's going to go for a Sparky on that lane. Again, I'm just going to defensive mortar. He messes up the E-Wiz. That's pretty crazy. So we get some good damage here. So what we can do is kind of be ready to use our fireball. Let's get our Little Prince down here. Let's log this. Let's play the Knight up high. Let's play our Goblin Gang on it. Then let's play the EvoMortar right here. Now we got our counter push going. Let's go for a Skeleton Barrel because he'll have to play his E-Wiz for that. Oh, he messed up. Okay, let's get our Little Prince down. Actually, he didn't mess up. That's too bad that we don't get a shot out of that, but that's okay. Let's go for a Goblin Gang in front, and then let's go for another Mortar. He just fireballed. That was a mistake. Let's play our Spear Goblins here. He uses his Rage. If we can get a shot out of this Mortar. Nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's Fireball log. Let's see. 302. Yeah, that's Fireball log. Good game. Good game, and let's give him a little emo for being a little bit toxic there, saying good luck. That's crazy. Alright, but good. I'm happy. Alright guys, what's going on? I'm going to be showing you guys a replay here. It's a replay against Royal Giant. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't recording when I did this, which makes me absolutely depressed, but this is like a hard counter to my deck, the Mortarbait deck, because he has Monk, so I figured I should show you guys this replay. So, I don't know he has Royal Giant yet, but as soon as I see the Hunter, I'm like, okay, this guy's got Royal Giant. So what's going through my head is, if I'm going to defend the Royal Giant, I need to have my Knight in front of my Little Prince, and my Little Prince is my main way to defend the Royal Giant. So I start my Little Prince in the back on the same side as his frickin' whatever that guy's name is. I don't know why I'm pulling a blank here on it. The Hunter. He plays the Monk, and now I'm sitting here and I'm like, that is so sad, okay? Because it actually sucks to go up against Monk. It hard counters Little Prince. It hard counters Mortar. It sucks, okay? So I'm gonna pull all of this to the side, and you know, I'm not going to worry too much about that Phoenix Egg because I know it's all going to get countered, and then I'm going to go for Mortar. And so they have kind of two ways to counter Mortar. One is to play their defensive cards like, you know, their Hunter aggressively, or their other way is to play an aggressive Royal Giant. And so I know that he didn't have enough for a Royal Giant, so I'm going to defend my Mortar, and that's kind of one of the things you want to do is make sure you're counting elixir or just aware of it. You can see here he literally has no elixir and he just can't take my Mortar out, but I'm not going to keep going aggressive, okay? Because like I know that he can punish me with one trade, that all he has to do is get one Royal Giant down, and it's going to be really hard for me to counter, especially if I don't have my Little Prince down ahead of time, because the Royal Giant is going to do damage quicker than my Little Prince starts shooting. So I'm going to split my Goblin Gang in the back in case he plays anything. He plays Fisherman on that side, so I'm thinking, okay, he's going to commit to that side now because the Fisherman's a pretty important part. I'm going to play my EvoMortar because I want him to play the Royal Giant, okay? I don't want him to build up a slow push, and I don't want to have to play my EvoMortar defensively. I want to play it offensively to bait out that Royal Giant and kind of mess with his flow a little bit. So now I have my Little Prince, that stuff gets melted down, and I have the damage lead, and that's really important because against Royal Giants, sometimes you just have to kind of wait the match out. Okay, so I'm going to take the Fireball and get some good chip damage with the Hunter, but like I was saying before, against Royal Giant, you honestly really have to sometimes just play the match out. So I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Like, I'm going aggressive with my Mortar, but it's not like I'm trying to just like take that tower. I'm always ready to play defense. I don't need anything drastic. I have the damage lead. He's not going to make a comeback on this damage. My Skeleton Barrel gets some more damage, which is nice. So I'm going to play my Little Prince here to defend. And he goes for the Evo Giant opposite lane. And this is kind of shitty for me, excuse my language. So I play the defensive Mortar. And I Fireball as well, just because those goblins, I really don't want to deal with them. And I'm not going to spend too much more to defend the Royal Giant, because he was already ahead of me on Elixir, and I don't want to let him get like some crazy cycle on me, okay? That's super important that you watch out for. You do not want to let somebody with Royal Giant start to be out-cycling you, because you're going to be in a lot of trouble, okay? So I'm going to go for the EvoMortar here, because, again, I want him to be playing his Royal Giant on the right side, where my EvoMortar is, because he doesn't have any damage there. He's going to use the Monk ability and send my freaking EvoMortar shot right back at me, which is so depressing. It's so annoying. And so we'll take all of this out using our Skeleton Barrel to kind of distract that stuff and get my Little Prince down. He goes for the Royal Giant again, but now it was kind of a bad play, so I'm just going to play my Mortar up high, because then if we melt that Royal Giant, my Mortar might get one shot on his tower. I'm just going to defend and log this so then he doesn't get any shots. And now he has the Fisherman down on the other side. I'm not going to really worry too much about it. There's a minute 22 left, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty confident I can play defense now if I'm constantly just cycling my Little Prince and making sure I have it down. So I guess Clash Royale doesn't want me guys to show you guys the whole replay, because it's glitched and it's not I can't watch the end of it, but I just wanted to show you guys I did win. It wasn't super crazy. I was just playing defense with the defensive Mortar and my Little Prince, but just to show you guys, because I had to cut that clip short, I did win that. I'm not lying or anything. But anyways, we'll go into the next one. Mr. Gang. Let's just get right into it. We'll go for the Skeleton Barrel right off the start. Usually a pretty safe play unless they have Mother Witch, in which case, GG's, that sucks. He's going to go for the Tornado for the King Tower activation. I'm not super worried about that. Honestly, when you're playing with Mortar, in my opinion at least, King Tower activation is not that big of a deal. I know it does kill your Evolved Mortar a little bit quicker, but, you know, tomato. I'm sure a pro will tell you differently. I'm just Benny. But you know, it doesn't bother the big Santa Benny, the big champ here. So no, I'm just joking. I suck at this game. But in my opinion, I'm not always super worried about it. Obviously, I'd prefer if they didn't, but that's okay. We're up against a beatdown deck, which is actually so depressing. I lose these matchups 99% of the time. So if you guys are watching this video, you are actually witnessing history, because it's not often that this happens. We're going to take out that Lumberjack, not the Lumberjack, the Barbarian, but that E-Dragon is going to go to work on our stuff. So we're going to play a Knight here. That E-Dragon will get taken down. Then we'll just Mortar again. If he goes for the Bar Barrel, actually he can't because he already played it. So let's see what he plays. He's probably going to frickin' Golem, like Night Witch, a million card me. We'll get some really good damage though. We're going to Fireball that pump because I don't want him to have an Elixir advantage. Then we're just going to let that Phoenix go, I think. I don't think he's going to get too much damage here on us. Then we'll let the egg get taken down. Now, one of the biggest things when you're playing with Mortarbait that you can really get good at is kind of memorizing what the interactions are so that you know what you do and don't have to counter, because having an Elixir advantage is so big. This guy's going to build up a push on me here. That is not cool. I do not appreciate it. Let's play the Little Prince in the back here. And let's just play the Knight. The reason why I'm playing the Knight again is because I want to start to cycle first. He's going to go for the E-Dragon. Now I'm going to use my Little Prince ability. Then I'm going to play Mortar in the middle here, and the reason why I'm doing that is because if he plays a Golem or, you know, a heavy tank or anything, it is not going to be able to walk around the tower, or it's going to walk around, sorry, so that'll be easier to defend. Let's Fireball this E-Drag, because that's what gives us the most trouble. Now, the Mortar was on the tower at first, and it's not anymore, but because of this, we are going to be able to just Fireball the tower as needed. We'll play the Knight. There's the Golem. I'm going to start to push opposite lane, honestly, because this guy is probably going to take my tower with that push, so that's always fun. Let's play the Little Prince right here. He's gonna go for the E-Drag, so I'm going to Fireball right there. Let's go for the Little Prince ability now. Honestly, if we can just keep things alive, we might be able to win this. Let's play the Mortar right here to pull, and that should be game actually. Okay, so we win that. I'm very happy with that. That push would probably frickin' 3-crown me if we didn't, so good game. You guys are witnessing history, and good luck. Maybe even Hog Rider. I'm not too sure yet. Let's just go for the Mortar here and then kind of see. Oh my god. Okay. I guess we're doing a Mortar v Mortar matchup. Okay. Now, in this matchup, I think he's using like a version of the classic Mortar deck. Honestly, it's not the greatest matchup for us, only because he can Rocket Cycle us, which we don't have. Let's get the King Tower activation right here. That's super important. Now, when you're playing against Mortar, one of the things that you need to remember is one Mortar shot is not going to make or break your tower. I feel like a lot of people really get stressed out when they see the Mortar lock. Excuse me. So, just remember, it's not the end of the world if a Mortar gets locked. We'll go for the Spear Goblins here. His Mortar will clear that up. Then we'll just play a defensive Mortar. Another really nice thing is a defensive Mortar will fully counter an offensive Mortar if they lock onto each other. We obviously are not locked onto his, which is depressing. Let's just log to kind of get that Mortar down. He's going to Tornado. That's not going to really do anything. We'll take out that Firecracker. Let me think. I think we might go for a push here pretty soon. We're going to be back to our EvoMortar pretty quick here, so we might be able to make some damage work. We do have the damage lead, which is nice, but this guy's cycle is pretty crazy. I feel like he's out-cycling us by like 1 second. Let's start the Little Prince in the back here just to get our 3-card cycle going. He's going to cycle some skeletons. I think he's getting ready for... Yeah, okay, there's his Mortar. Let's play the Knight here to defend, and then let's play our Goblins just right there. Get a little bit of chip damage on that Mortar. Let's see what he does. We're going to play our Goblin. Honestly, oh my god, okay, that was a bad play. We definitely should... We definitely shouldn't have done that. We're probably gonna have to log here to kind of take that out, but we're gonna take some damage here. Actually, you know what? It could have been worse. It's good that we have the King Tower activation, to be honest. Let's go for the EvoMortar. Okay, he's just gonna rock it, but we should get 1 shot. Yeah, we're gonna get 1 shot. So we still have the damage lead, which is good. I'm gonna push, kind of try to get a bit of chip damage here. Get another Spear Goblin shot, which is good. I'm gonna start the Little Prince in the back here. Okay, he's gonna go for a Mortar again. I'm gonna play my Knight, and then oh, okay, he's gonna Tornado. That was actually a nice play. We're just gonna have to Fireball log that Mortar down so it doesn't get too much damage. 1 shot is not gonna kill us, but it is gonna come down to chip damage here pretty soon. So we do kind of have to be careful. I'm gonna go for a defensive Mortar. There's his Mortar, but I think ours might lock onto his if we're lucky. No, okay, he's gonna play the Skeletons. That was smart. I'm just gonna Fireball this and get some good value. Okay, we'll get the skeleton death damage on the tower, so we are in the damage lead. Let's go for the Spear Goblins. I'm literally just going to try to chip this guy down. It's going to come down to chip damage at this point, so we just have to keep chipping and hope that we kind of get something. This EvoMortar is a little bit scary. I'm going to Fireball log again. We'll get that pretty low. I think we'll be able to kite all of these shots, I think. We can't let him get too much damage. He's gonna get 1 shot. Play the Goblin Giant just to kind of help take that down. Okay, we gotta go in with our Mortar. He's got a Mortar again. This guy's cycle is pretty crazy, honestly. Okay, let's play our Little Prince right here. That should lock onto the Mortar. We get some really good damage with the Skeleton Barrel. We'll take his Mortar out. I'm gonna log here. It's literally gonna be chip damage. Okay, I'm gonna start to kind of press this guy a bit, I think. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel again because he logged. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go for the Mortar. I think because he logged, his cycle might be bad. We both got EvoMortars. I'm going to play my Knight. Alright, we get that down. Now, I think our EvoMortar might help out. No. Okay, we'll Fireball this. That's good damage. His Firecracker is going to be annoying. Let's log. Hopefully we get the Ice Spirit. Okay, we do. So we get some log damage on the tower. Our Goblin Gang here. He's going to go for a defensive Mortar again. He's just going to try to Rocket Cycle us, so we really need to go in. I'm going to go with the Knight in front. Let's play the Little Prince up high, because we just have to start spamming now. There's his Rocket. That might have been bad timing, though. Excuse me. He might have messed up. He plays the Mortar up high. Okay, our Little Prince is going in. Let's use our Little Prince ability now. Our Skeleton Barrel's going to be... He misses up the log. Oh my god, okay. Okay, we have the damage here. We have to keep going in so that he can't Rocket. Let's go for the Fireball on this and get the chip damage. We get the Spear Goblins on the tower. That's really good. Let's go for another EvoMortar so like he can't Rocket. There's his Rocket there. Let's log. Let's play our Spear Goblins to defend. He's gonna have to he can't Spell Cycle us, I don't think. Oh my god, this is gonna be so close. Okay, we get the Rocket on the tower. I think that's game. I don't think... Oh my god, okay. Good game. Wow. That's crazy. We're up against a pretty aggressive player, but we did have the Mortar lock early, so that's good. We won't get the King Tower activation out of this Firecracker, but the next one we'll try to get it. We get some good chip damage, though. This guy's playing, I believe, Mega Knight. If I had to guess, he's got... Okay, we got Giant Skeleton, making me look like a fool here. So I think it's Giant Skeleton Clone, which is a very weird deck to play in top ladder, I won't lie. You don't see that very often, but I'll rock with it. Now, I'm not going to play a counter for this Goblin Gang because I know a crazy push is coming. If he goes for a Skeleton Barrel, I know it's going to be cloned, and so I'm going to pull it with my Mortar. I'm just going to Fireball here and then pull this back here. Nice try with that clone. Not going to work on me. Little Prince should get killed, but now we'll go for the Mortar, and hopefully he doesn't have enough elixir for the cannon cart. He's going to go for a Firecracker. I'm just going to log. Kind of risky because he does have Skeleton Barrel, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with the Skeleton Barrel quick enough. He's going to go for a Goblin Gang. I'm going to cycle to mine, and we should take that out. Now, in matchups like this, honestly, a lot of it is just trade-offs, okay? So he's going to play something, I'm going to play something. We're going to keep on swapping damage here. But the goal for me is to defend and then get more damage on my counter push than he gets on his initial push. Now, another thing is I do have to be kind of careful allowing him to build up a massive push. That being said, I don't want to overextend. I'm going to play a Mortar right here in the middle because I want that Giant Skeleton to kind of walk, and there's his cannon cart, so that's good that we pulled that out. Now we're going to play the Knight right here. That Giant Skeleton push is going to get taken out. Let's play the Skeleton Barrel. The cannon cart isn't down yet, so I hope the Skeleton Barrel does not get pulled too early. He's going to go for the Evil Firecracker. I'm going to Fireball and get some really good value out of that. Little Prince is still alive, so I'm going to go for another Mortar. This is where you can really punish these decks, is when your Little Prince stays alive at the bridge and you can start to spam. I think this guy's going to be in a bit of trouble. Let's try to get these bats down for the Little Prince to do some damage. Our Skeleton Barrel's on the tower. He doesn't have a good way to deal with that, so that's something that we can kind of keep relying on. Let's cycle our Goblin Gang here. It's probably just going to die to the Skeleton Balloon, but that's okay. Or Cannon Cart, sorry. There's the Cannon, the clone, sorry. We're just speaking so fast here that we're having trouble keeping up. Oh my goodness, those skeletons are on the tower. That's pretty crazy that that just happened. Let's play this here. Let's go for another EvoMortar at the bridge here to pull that Skeleton Barrel. I'll just log. But that should be game now. He got a little bit of damage there. He got a lucky connection with those skeletons, but that's going to be game. We should be able to Fireball. We will. Good game. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Let's go on to the next one. Mortar here. He's going to play the Little Prince. Kind of a bad play by him. We'll just play the Spear Goblins, and that should take out the Little Prince. Okay, we're gonna get a lock on tower, so we'll get some good damage out of this. He'll go for the Valkyrie. I'm gonna let that Valkyrie take my Mortar. Remember, do not overcommit to keeping your Mortar alive. If it's only gonna be 1 or 2 shots, there's really no point in defending it unless it's late game. Just, you know, don't set yourself up for a bad situation. He's got Witch. This guy's definitely got Giant. This is gonna be interesting. But the tower locks onto our Knight, so we're gonna get really good damage out of that. So I think I'm going to play my Little Prince in the same lane as this Witch, because there's the Giant, so I can just use my Little Prince here to push that back, and then I can log if a lot of skeletons start to stack up. He's going to go for the Fireball, but that's not going to kill my Little Prince. He went really deep. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's going like full speed ahead. I think he's going to be in trouble here. There's no way he's going to be able to defend this properly. We'll go for the Skeleton Barrel because I don't think he's got a spell to defend it. We have our Little Prince going. The tower's going to lock onto our Knight first. He's going for the counter push. This is interesting. I think he's going to get 3 crown though if he doesn't defend that. Honestly, like, this is the best way to beat Giants. You literally just defend and then absolutely punish them with your counter push. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Amazing way to start the game, or video, sorry. I guess we'll just go right into it. Alright guys, I have another replay for you guys that I'm going to have to talk over live, because again, I wasn't recording for this one, but it was a great match, and I think it's a great one to show you guys. This is going to be Mortarbait versus Lava Hound. Now, when you're playing against Lava Hound, honestly, it's a bit of a scuffed way to win. Like, it won't ever feel like you're completely dominating the match, because you kind of have to play a weird play style. But it does match up really well. So he plays the Lava Hound. Now, anytime they play Lava Hound, you just want to pressure opposite lane. That's the first thing you want to do. Draw out a counter. So that's why I go for the Knight and Skeleton Barrel opposite lane. Now, he has to play his Skeleton Dragons. I know he doesn't have a ton of elixir, so I'm just going to Fireball those Skeleton Dragons, because then he can't build up a push. Now I have my Spear Goblins melting this Lava Hound. He already used his Zap, so he can't do anything. He'll play the Miner, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Knight to kind of tank, okay? So when you're up against Lava Hound Miner, honestly, the Miner is the most dangerous part of that deck, because you know, they're gonna be pretty sneaky with it. They're gonna get you down pretty easily. So, you know, I'm sitting here and he got some really good damage, but that's okay. So If they are using Inferno Dragon against you as well, one of the most important things you can do is use your Goblin Gang to play in front of your mortar or your Skeleton Barrel or something to stop the Inferno Dragon from just melting your mortar down. It's the easiest way for them to counter your mortar. I don't know if you'll see it on this push, but you will see it at some point, I'm sure, where he plays the Inferno Dragon to take out my mortar. He's going to play the Inferno Dragon behind the Lava Hound. I don't know why he's giving me all that damage, so I'm just going to fireball those Skeleton Dragons. He used his zap already, so now I'm just going to keep my little prince alive, okay? And by doing that, I'm just using my Spear Goblins to move the stuff around. He goes for the Miner. Again, I'm going to use my Knight to tank all of those Lava Pups and take down the Miner. And now I have the damage lead on the left side, or the right side, sorry. So I know that my EvoMortar can take him down, because honestly, they have so much trouble defending against an EvoMortar. So if you play your EvoMortar, and then again, you'll see here, I go for the Goblin Gang in front because I was expecting an Inferno Dragon. He didn't this time, but I can say with absolute confidence, 99.9% of the time, they're going to do that. So just be ready for that. Really take advantage of them when they play that Lava Hound and push aggressive. Now, he's going to have a Skeleton Dragon go in front of the Lava Hound, which is unfortunate for him. I'm going to play the Knight in front to keep the Spear Goblins alive, because I knew he had to zap, and now I'm just going to pull the Lava Hound using my Mortar. I play my Goblin Gang because he doesn't have zap anymore, and he goes for the double Lava Hound push, which is honestly kind of crazy. And so I'm just going to wait, and I have my Fireball for as soon as when that Lava Hound pops, and my main focus was the Inferno Dragon. Obviously, we missed some of the Lava Pups, but that's okay because my main focus was the Inferno Dragon. Now my little prince is just taking all of that out, and it's going to be a pretty easy win. So just remember, if you're up against Lava Hound, make sure you use your Knight to tank, really make use of your Fireball, and use that little prince along with your Spear Goblins. I don't know why that Fireball was so delayed. I don't know what that was. Good game though. This guy is using a Minor Poison deck for sure, so one of the things that I need to watch out for, one, is probably wall breakers, unless he's using the Minor Mortar deck, but I mean, that'd be freaking crazy because he's got Inferno Tower, so scratch that. But I don't want to play in the same lane as him, okay? Damn. Okay, so that's why, because he's going to play that poison, and it's going to do some crazy stuff to me. But we are going to get a Mortar connection, so we're going to out-damage him here. Let's play our Spear Goblins here to help out with that Miner. And then I'm going to play my Skeleton Barrel with it. Now, he gave up a lot of damage there, and so, you know, it is all about kind of taking those damage wins, I should say. I'm going to Fireball this because if that Queen can go down, that'd be awesome. And then we do draw out another counter. I'm going to play my Goblin Gang. Then I'm literally going to go for the EvoMortar because I think he's dead. There's no way he has Elixir to defend this. Yeah, we get the Mortar lock. That's going to be game. Wow. I'm going to play my Spear Goblins in front just in case he goes for the Inferno Tower. He has to poison. I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel opposite lane now, because that's going to be tower down. Wow, that was a really quick win. Okay, honestly, when you're playing against Minor Poison, you just have to wait for them to overextend, and then you can get a really easy win against them. He definitely overextended his hand, and obviously they don't have a ton to defend against you with the EvoMortar. The EvoMortar is kind of what takes them down, so you just have to time it right, and you can get a pretty nice win. I am happy with that. I'm not angry by any means with that outcome, honestly. Okay, let's play the Goblin Gang in the pocket, and then let's go for the Skeleton Barrel. Okay, this guy gave up. All right, I'll just quickly 3-crown him, and we'll go on to the next one. Nice and easy win there. Good game. All right, we're up against a guy from Sir Tag's clan. He's gonna play healer. That's definitely gonna mean E-Golem. I'm gonna play my little prince just back like this. Honestly, it's not the greatest placement because his E-Drag is gonna be really annoying. So I'm going to play my Knight up high now so that the E-Drag isn't locked onto my little prince. Now this is definitely a hard matchup when you're playing with Mortar, I won't lie. The biggest challenge is actually the E-Drag. That E-Drag is so freaking annoying. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel, and I'm going to play another Mortar here. He's going to use his Barb Barrel. His little prince is going to get splashed by our Mortar, which is good. We'll get some really good damage. Now, the nice thing about this deck is your Skeleton Barrel can be a source of really great damage, so that's something to keep in mind. He's going to go for the pump. I don't want to give him that Elixir advantage. I don't think I'm going to counter that little prince. It really doesn't do that much damage on its own. He's going to use the ability. I'll just surround with the Goblin Gang. I don't really know what the heck this guy was thinking. Also, if they're going to pump, like, you need to Fireball it ASAP. You cannot let them get that Elixir advantage on you, because defending this deck sucks. It sucks, honestly. Okay, okay, we're not playing E-Golem, we're playing regular golem. I'm gonna play an offensive mortar just like this, because then if he counters the mortar, no big deal, but his golem is gonna walk right around, and my EvoMortar is locked on the other tower, so it's like best of both worlds. Really awesome. I'm gonna play my little prince right back here, and then I'm gonna play my knight up high actually and pull all of that back, okay? And that's gonna let my little prince start shooting and doing some really good damage while that E-Drag is busy. That's the best thing that you can do, is to kite. I'm not going to use my little prince ability until that golem breaks. Now I'm going to use my little prince ability, and I'm going to fireball all of this for some really good value. I thought his little prince was going to walk forward. It didn't, but that's okay. Such is life. Alright, that E-Drag's going to go down. He's going to probably use his little prince ability here. Perfect timing. Not getting me with that. Let's push that back with my knight. And now I'm not going to try to like play a defensive mortar and out defend, because if he wants to build up a push, he's gonna take my tower. Okay, so I'm gonna keep pressuring the opposite lane, so that when he builds up that push, I can, you know, take the other tower and end the game like that. I don't want to just get stuck defending. This guy's gonna absolutely smoke me if I do that. Let's play the knight in the pocket here, and I'm gonna play my skeleton barrel. Whole reason why I did that, I just wanted to keep that E-Dragon busy. Let's go for the mortar right here. Skeleton Barrel is on the tower. He has to tornado, and that's going to be game. So really easy, like, win. I mean, I shouldn't say easy, because honestly this deck sucks to play against. But really it's just a matter of playing it smart and, you know, just keeping your eye open for things. Good game. All right, he's got Graveyard. Let's play some Spear Goblins here. Or no. All right, this guy's got Tombstone. He plays a Zap. When I see Zap, I'm probably thinking like with the Tombstone. Good chance it's Lava Hound. Could be Graveyard, but okay, he's got Skeleton Drags. Definitely Lava Hound. When you're playing Lava Hound, you want to mortar into the same lane as the Lava Hound / Tombstone, and then if you're going to make a counter push, do it opposite lane. It is really important that you always pressure hard when they drop that Lava Hound, so we'll just wait for that. He used his Zap, so I think we'll go for a Skeleton Barrel just to cycle. Alright, he's going to play the Mega Minion, and there's his Tombstone, so we do force out a pretty big counter. He's definitely behind on Elixir, so if we wanted to, we could kind of start to really pressure. Let's go Goblin Gang opposite lane, because yeah, he has to use his Zap. And now we'll have a Mortar lock on the Barbarians. If they play Barbarians to counter your Mortar, literally just log them if your Mortar gets a shot on them. It's a really good Elixir trade, because you don't have to play anything else, and then you can just keep your pressure up. So we'll go for the Skeleton Balloon now. Alright, he's going to eat that. He's going to give us a lot of damage. I appreciate that. Okay, we'll just put our little prince in the back. Another thing when you're playing against Lava Hound is it's so important that you just are cycling your little prince in the back. Keeping it alive. Let's go for the EvoMortar. Now, obviously, sometimes, like, when I have a big damage lead, I'm like, okay, I don't want to EvoMortar in the same lane, but I almost always regret it. So, like, unless it's guaranteed that you're gonna take that tower, like, no questions asked, I would always just go for the safe play and still take the tower. He's gonna play an aggressive Lava Hound. So I played my Goblin Gang, now I'm gonna play my Spear Goblins, and it's just literally playing low. And waiting for him to use his spell. He's gonna go for the balloon. I'm gonna play my Mortar just like this to pull, and then I'm gonna Fireball for all of that value. And that's gonna be really easy. He's gonna play the Evil Barbs, but I'm not too worried about that. I can literally just keep pulling things. He's going to Fireball. If he zaps my little prince down, then he's not really going to be able to counter any of the other cards I play. But yeah, that's going to be a really easy win against this guy, I think. So when you're playing against Lava Hound, like the best advice I can give you is when he plays a Lava Hound pressure, you can see, like, when you were watching this, you could definitely tell that I had the Elixir advantage like 90% of the time. And then when they play the Lava Hound, like, don't rush to take the actual Lava Hound down. That's crazy that Mega Minion is just locked on my Skeleton Barrel. What the heck? But yeah, when you have the advantage, like, you don't need to rush to kill the Lava Hound. It's what's behind the Lava Hound that you need to worry about. So don't play all your counters at once. Just kind of wait it out, bait out their spells, and it's really easy to counter.